All right, Bazzite OS. Tom Clancy's The Division 1 actually did work. I was able to successfully get it to play on this device. It's a Rogue Ally X, and if you notice, I just put the TDP settings on the right side for the Division 1, and I got to play me a few games, took out some bad guys. It was actually, I was surprised. When I first got the Steam Deck, I had this issue where I maybe didn't really know how to fire up Ubisoft games based on the Ubisoft launcher, but I think a lot more dependencies have been, enabled for this particular paradigm, right? So what we're going to do right now, I downloaded Division 2, so I'm going to try to play it. Let's see how that actually works out, because that's another problem too that you basically get to face is with the way the launchers actually all work, you can have some interactions that are quite weird or quite wild. So I'll try my best to navigate through all of this, and we'll see how this all goes. So go back, Ubisoft Connect. I think it's actually okay, there it is. It's installing dependencies, VC redistribute, anti-cheat, easy anti-cheat. Easy anti-cheat is kind of weird, but Elden Ring works on the Steam Deck. So I'm not expecting anything negative with easy anti-cheat, but you never know. It may kick me out. So I guess we'll go ahead and kind of let it do its thing over here, because this is what I kind of had an issue with when I first got the Steam Deck. Then I realized that there are also some dependencies that can allow for me to just install a exe file, which means my good old games, it launched crap, which means my good old games library is also going to be enjoying, this level of, tweaking. So it's working. Look at that. That's crazy. That is insane, ladies and gentlemen. Snowdrop. Whoa. Loading in. All right. All right. This right here. See that? That's Bazzite's TDP mode. It's changed to 17 watts. I can make modifications as much as I want, but I usually don't touch that. I let the game just go ahead and do that. And it's not plugged in, so this is actually quite cool. Let me fire the game up, because I fired up the Division 1 and I played. And I think the next step is to now start working on the EA games, because those are the ones that have the launcher dependencies. So I'll do those ones. EA app, my Epic Games library, honestly, oh crud. It works. Oh man. Dude, you guys have no idea. Because the challenge with Steam Deck, right? And the challenge with Steam OS is carrying your games along with you. And one beautiful thing about PC gaming is these things are getting resolved and making things much easier and simpler for the user over time. Let me see. Wow. That is crazy. Okay, so Ubisoft Connect here on this is all the instructions. Let me open the map. Okay, wonderful. Let me see if I can matchmake. If there's anything I can matchmake for, it will be the legendary Grand Washington Hotel. Is there a legendary mode here? No, it's not. Who's legendary for the week? Capital? Doesn't seem like it. Legendary. Is it the weekly? Nope, it's not. It might, it looks like Tidal Basin is the legendary. Yeah, the daily mission for the weekly mission. All right, let me go ahead and toggle the mode and change it to regular. Heroic. Ooh. All right, legendary. Let's go ahead and matchmake. Let's see. This particular character is a low shade level character. Oh, wow. I got got invited to a mission. I might want to get my charger. This is not the time to slack. When you're an agent and you've been called up for duty, you want to be ready to go. I don't know if we'll have 3 people in the group. Oh, there are 2 people in the group. I'll have to actually stop the video at some point and then go join and help them. That way I can focus and concentrate. Last time I joined the mission here. Oh, agent down. Ooh. I need to get in there. What gear am I using? Wow, the Division 2 works. Oh, man. I think, oh, we are now cooking with peanut oil. Oh, there's a fourth person. Good night, good night, good night. I wonder if I play healer here. Okay. What gear am I wearing? Turret and drone. Let's go. That's all you need, bro. Especially in missions like these. You just let your turret go do a lot of work. These guys are using a lot of gun builds. Oh, they're using... Oh, man, they're using modifiers. Oops. I just dropped my drone over there so that my drone can just cook on my behalf. And when I have an opportunity to shoot, I will shoot. That's the beauty of the Division. Give this guy some work there. There you go. Look at that guy. Health is deleted. Oh, look. This guy needs help. So, yeah. I can't believe it's like... It's weird. Now, the one thing I will say is buyer beware. I noticed some stickiness with Ubisoft Connect, the launcher, when you are done. Because when you're done with the game, there are weird interactions that they use for marketing and stuff. And it's a little annoying. It really does have the frustrations written all over it, which is, oh, yeah, why don't you go ahead and buy this game? Or, oh, we're doing a sale. You know, and, you know, Ubisoft, they gotta sell, man. They need to sell. If there's anybody that needs to sell software, it's those guys. They just canceled a lot of their stuff just recently. Right? All right, let me grab... is this mine? That's not mine. Mine is up here. Interesting stuff, man. Golly. And the performance looks not bad. I mean, I'm thinking probably around, you know, the 45 FPS. What I like to learn to do is actually do... Now, there's no overlay like you have where there's like an FPS limiter and all that stuff. But, you know, honestly, who needs that? You know, who really needs that crap? Can we go through here? No, we can't. We can't throw ordinances. This is a very difficult part in this mission to actually play in Legendary. That dude already went all the way there. Well, you kind of need to be like here, somewhere up there. Put a turret there and you can do some good work. Yeah, man. Wow. So that checks off Ubisoft from the box, at least for these two games, which are my most played games on Ubisoft libraries anyways. I'm not, you know, and I need to check the other games like the Assassin's Creed games. I did notice one thing about the Assassin's Creed games, like the... What's the name of this Assassin's Creed game? Black Flag. Black Flag would not play properly with like a controller on the Steam Deck. Even when I did like all that stuff with Windows 11 here and there. Do we have somebody literally hiding? Oh, that guy is basically down. Yeah, it's going to make it very hard. Okay, he's got a guy right there by him. That guy can sort him out. And so Black Flag was not working properly. So I need to maybe go back and test, you know, Black Flag out and see what's going on with it. If Black Flag works, then I know I'm cooking with, you know, gasoline. For now, I think we're doing, you know, we're using a smoker, and that's good. Deep flavors will be developed and all that stuff, you know. So the beauty of this, though, is you have options with these devices. This is one of the reasons I will always, in my opinion anyways, recommend, you know, that you buy yourself PC hardware, is because your limitations are basically you. And shout out to some of you in the you know, comment section who, you know, said, hey, man, are two people down? People in the audience who said, you know, that you can actually enjoy, whatchamacallit, that can actually enjoy these games, you know, regardless of your launcher and so on and so forth. Man, these two guys went down, man. Ah, crud. Now we're going to start getting focused on. Oh, one guy's up. So we got 3 up. He's going to have to run this way, or maybe he'll be fine. He's rezzing that other guy. All right, let me do this to these guys over here. We got Biggie over here. Uh-oh, why am I glitching? Why is my FPS dropping? Uh-oh, I think I may crash. It looks like the game wants to crash. Uh-oh. Big, huge FPS dip here. Huh. You see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Mm-hmm. That's happening. That's weird. And now we have 3 people. We have to. Oh, there we go. So something happened there. Oof. It's happening again. I think the game is about to crash. Huh. Hold on. Let me bring the other device. Hold on real quick. Where is that? Where are you at? Yep. I got me a freeze. So this device on my other Ubisoft account, I've never experienced anything like that before. So I'll launch Division 2 here. This is the Xbox Ally X. This is my ROG Ally X. And I don't know why this guy crashed. I guess the game crashed. So let me see. Device is frozen. Somebody said that Ubisoft Launcher on Bazzite has a weird interaction that can make your device crash. And so this is probably the experience right here. So when I say buyer beware, I mean it. Buyer beware. I'll shut this off and I'll come back to it here in a second. Let's go ahead and kind of cancel this and kill this out real quick. And then we'll go ahead and get the other device in play. All right. We'll come back to you later, sir. While this guy launches, let me give this guy some juice over here and see how he behaves. I've played The Division extensively on this device, and I did play The Division on this device as well on Windows. But it crashing has been a very, just crashing right now is quite interesting. But I did hear about this particular issue. So that's why I'm saying buyer beware. We're looking at this and trying to figure out what in the world is going on. The Division 2. Okay. I shut it down. Let me turn it back on and see what happens. I might just relegate it to Steam games. I mean, it's not that serious. I mean, one of the reasons I was comfortable enough actually putting Bazzite on it is because I was like, well, Windows. I still like Windows. I know some of you are like, oh, Windows. Okay. You really have to game on PC for a long time to kind of look at Windows and say that, because yes, Windows has its challenges, but man, Windows also has some significant use. You know what I mean? Like some significant use. There we go. All right. Let me matchmake. That's good. Okay, it's turning back on. I guess it just crashed. I don't know why. Weird. Anyways. Let me matchmake again. Hopefully, I don't know if I can get that session though. Oh no, I'm in freaking New York. I'm in Brooklyn. I gotta go to Washington D.C. Or I can open the map and still matchmake. Tidal Basin. Fast travel, and then I'll matchmake when I get there. But yeah, it could also be I don't know why that crashed. I haven't had any crash with any of the other games I've been playing. So again, that might be one of those Ubisoft relegated things that's going on here. So while it's fast traveling me, let's go to the library. Jedi Fallen Order launched. It just installed some EA thing, and then it just worked. I was surprised. Right? So let me go ahead and play Pro Evolution Soccer. Let me fire that up on Steam, since that's a whole separate thing. And then let's matchmake for Tidal Basin here. Mission options, challenging difficulty. Let's change this thing up. Change mission. No mission directives, please. Toggle mission mode. Matchmake difficulty, legendary. And let's matchmake. So this is my shade level 1000 character on my other account. Matchmake. Let's go. So yeah. Is it an invaded mission? No. I do not want an invaded mission. Stop matchmaking. Let me use the map, because the map gives you more of a... Plus, it's been a minute since I played this game anyways. Difficulty, legendary. Okay. Matchmake. Matchmake. Man, I almost forgot my face over there. All right, this bugger is over here running freaking Pro Evolution. 1920 by 1080. VSync. I guess disable. Anyways, yeah. Windows mode. Yep. 30 FPS for the demos. Okay. I have no idea why it crashed. Well, I did read about it. I keep saying I have no idea, but I do have an idea. Oh, I'm getting an invite. Accept. I do know exactly why it crashed. Well, I guess I can say I read about that interaction that probably made it crash. Are these the same guys? It could be the same guys. They probably all died over there once some of them ran too far. That's another thing about Division, man. A lot of guys need to know how to be very, very cautious. Like, they advance way too hard. And this enemy AI on Legendary, they're designed to be unfair. The guy that wrote it, he said it like in a state of the game, which is like their little thing that they used to do a lot of. They still do it. But in the state of game, he said, man, I wrote these guys to be jerks. Like, you know, we designed them to be jerks. So they're going to mess with you. They really are here to make you, you know, rethink your, you know, your entire life about this stuff. But anyways, I'll let that Pro Evolution launch. I'll pause the Division for a little bit so that we can kind of see what was going on. That was probably a Ubisoft unique thing. Where's my, oh, I forgot. Okay, here's the build I'm using. I'm using a different build here. I was like, what am I using? I enjoyed this game so much, man. Forget that. All right, I have a turret. Okay, good. So we're going to do turret and fire. I'm going to light you up. Chew out your health, chew on your health, and all that good stuff. Yeah, I like the Xbox Ally X, man. Its ergonomic, you know, paradigm is just fantastic. You see these guys have run all the way forward. See, now he's down. See that guy over there? I don't know why they do that. They'll just run like, oh yeah. And it's like, dude, it's a cover-based shooter. For crying out loud, you expose your team when you come out of cover like that and you advance way too far. All right, I guess I'm going to work. That's my job anyways. My job is to ensure that I burn these guys' health down. All right, the Pro Evolution is launched, but I can't pause the Division. I mean, I guess I can. Oh my gosh, they started lobbing freaking drones. So that's another thing too. I got my turret out there, so I guess I can take a break for like 5 seconds and get a breather. Let me put on a med kit. Yep, another guy down. Anyways, they need to learn how to coordinate properly. Okay, so here we are. This is the same device. It's working. English, US. Pro Evolution Soccer 2020 ePass or eFootball. We're using alternate. We're going to change it to custom. And my dash is R, this, and this. Oh, my dash is right trigger. Special controls. Shoot is not B. Shoot is supposed to be... Huh? Alternate. Custom. Alternate. Okay. Okay. One guy is down. My turret is still shooting, so I'm still fine. In case you were wondering, my turret's still active. It's now on cooldown. I better get out there while this guy is over here. Yeah, they're getting cooked. 2 of them are down. What is this, bro? Are you kidding me? This guy's down too. Oh, someone is lobbing grenades. Whoops. It was a trap. We're all cooked. That's the problem. You dress too hard. Now you expose your whole team. I guess I should have probably played from behind a little bit. This guy's probably trying to get a revive hive. Maybe. I don't know. But anyways, let's keep checking on PES. Let's see what's going on here. Yep. It works. But anyways, this is kind of like, where I say, Windows actually has its, advantages. You'd have to actually play and use it. Or, you can get the alternative and then get through all of that. But if you're a PC gamer, you have libraries under different launchers, because again, I'm price agnostic at the end of the day, right? I'm not concerned about, this, I like Steam and Steam is all I'm going to use. No, I want to play games, and wherever the game is available to me is where I want to play the game. I'm out. Thank you for watching the video. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. I'm going to try to join these guys and see if they can actually play conservatively, because this mission is designed to frustrate you. Peace out.